Okay, part 1 of lab 7.1 calorie. Give me the push-up. This is, what's your name?
William.
Alright, first thing you need to know for this lab is how much you weigh. How much you weigh about?
Like 60 pounds.
Alright, let's say 60 pounds. Fine. So, if you're 60 pounds, you're going to have to turn this into newtons. And to do that, you roughly multiply by 5. Do you know 60 times 5?
60 times 5.
Is that a number you know?
No.
Alright, that's about 300. So we'll say you're about 300 newtons. Alright, first thing you're going to do, get on the ground, demonstrate a push-up. Okay,
Why
now,
am I doing this?
to show them how strong you are. Now, if you notice his feet are off the ground, his knees are off the ground, go ahead, do a proper push-up. Down, up, good. Hold that pose there. Okay, so when you do a push-up from your feet, you getting tired?
No.
Hold that pose. When you do a push-up from your feet, you're lifting about 65% of your body weight. So you got to do 0.65 times that 300 for William. For you, of course, it'd be a different number. So that'll be the amount of force you're pushing. Now, William, put your knees down so you can do a knee push-up. Some of you are going to have trouble with a foot push-up. So if you do a knee push-up, go ahead, show them a knee push-up. There you go. A knee push-up, you try to keep that same pose in your body to keep the knees on the ground. You only lift about 50% of your body weight. Okay, William, you can take a rest for a second. Now the second piece of this is measuring how far you actually move during the push-up. It would be very helpful if you had a friend for this. So go to your push-up position again. Don't actually do the push-up yet. Take a ruler. Put the ruler next to him. And most of you will probably have an inch ruler, and you want to measure. Start at the 0 at the bottom.
What are you sending this to?
Don't worry.
Huh?
You're going to measure up to the shoulder, let's say. If there's a seam on the shirt, you can do that too. William's shoulder is currently at about 17 inches. All right, drop all the way down to your low push-up. Go ahead to the bottom and wait there a second. His arm now is at about 8 inches. Don't rest on the ground. And then push yourself back up. Come on. Okay, good. Take a rest a second. So he went from 17...
No, 18.
So 17 to 8 inches on the ruler. So from 17 to 8, you subtract the 2, you get 9 inches. He moved 9 inches on the ruler. Now we actually want this in centimeters. So if you have a centimeter ruler, just measure it in centimeters. He would have been about 43 down to about 20. That would have been 23 centimeters. But if you need to go from inches to centimeters, you multiply by about 2.5. So his 9 times about 2.5 will get you about to that 23 centimeters.
Can you just tell
That's what we want.
Who are you sending this to?
All of YouTube. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Okay, now, what if you don't have a ruler at all at home? Wait, check this out. We're going to do a second move. Go back to the push-up. If you don't have a ruler at home, you can actually use something like a shoe. A shoe is pretty convenient. That's right. But you're going to need to mark off where they are. So William, why don't you move right next to the cabinet there. Go ahead, all the way next to the cabinet. And so if you're stuck with no ruler at home, you could do this. You got his starting position right there. You get yourself a roll of tape. Pull off a little piece of tape here. And we're going to mark his shoulder starts right around here. You could always see where you are, put a little mark for yourself. And then William, so if you're really alone and stuck, this is like the bare bones version. Go all the way down to your lowest point when you're on the push-up. Go ahead. Okay. You got to hold yourself off the ground a little bit though.
Okay.
Good. Go back down to the push-up, down like the lower. Right around here. Good. Take a break. Okay, now, what if you have no ruler at all? Of course, a ruler would be nice to put on this. Let's see if it comes out about what we said. We said about 23 centimeters. Look at that. It's from the middle of the tape to the middle of the tape. 23. Well done. You're consistent. Now, what if you don't have this? Boom. Take out a shoe. Most, adult-sized shoes are somewhere around 30 centimeters. So you could even make an estimate with your shoe if you needed to. Come over here, put my shoe on here, line it up, and you see, this is like, not all of the shoe, but a good chunk of it. So if my shoe is 30, maybe you would have estimated somewhere between 20, 25, something like that. And that actually would be good enough for this lab. We just need approximations. So if you don't have a ruler, use your shoe. If you don't have another person, use some tape marks. If you do have a ruler, good to go. Nice job, fella.